Hello, this is Taylor Elwood, your business wizard for eccentric entrepreneurs at ImagineYourReality.com. The other day I got a comment on one of my videos, and the person said, it's a nice message you got, but your room's messy, and proceeded to tell me, why he thought that detracted from the message. I'm going to level with you. You look at me right now, and I got my hair down. I'm wearing a t-shirt. I am wearing a pair of business slacks. Maybe you can see that. There you go. Some days it's jeans, though. Some days it's just shorts or whatever. Sometimes I have my hair pulled back and I'm dressed in a suit. But I'll be honest with you, most times I only wear suits if I'm going to go out to a networking event or, some type of formal situation where I'm going with my wife, to an event so that, I look professional. You say, well, why don't you try and look professional here, and why doesn't your office look professional? And the answer to that really is, well, one, my office is out of my bedroom. Now, that might change someday. In fact, it hopefully will, where I'll just have my own office space. But even then, I can't guarantee that my office space wouldn't be a little messy. But the other reality of it is this. I think appearance is certainly important in its own way. But at the same time, I think it's at the same time just way overrated. I know. People will say, well, that one saying, don't judge a book by its cover is cliche, and that people do judge a book by its cover, and that's true. People do judge by appearance. And at the end of the day, if you're one of those people watching this video and you decide you would never do business with me, that's okay by me. There's a reason I tell you that I'm a business wizard for eccentric entrepreneurs. It's because I want to do business with people who are more concerned with the quality of the material than how I look, and don't necessarily associate how I look with the what I'm going to teach. And the fact of the matter is, I see people all the time who are professionals who nonetheless, dress down pretty nicely, and there you go. In fact, if you want to look, here's my office space. I'm just going to show you. I've got my little whiteboards there. I've got bookcases over here. So yeah, it's a little messy, but it's also fairly neat. In fact, it kind of speaks to my personality in the sense that, yes, there's a bit of mess, but there's also some organization, because that's the way that I am. I am a very creative person, but I am also very much an organized person. And so whatever mess there is, it's an organized mess, and I'm okay with that because, hey, it's what helps me get the work done. And way back when I started my business, I remember someone taking me aside and saying to me, hey, Taylor, you really need to dress a little bit differently when you're going to networking events. People won't take you seriously. And I listened to him, and I took his advice. And I ended up, changing a couple things, and it helped. But over the years, as I went to more networking events, it became very clear to me, it didn't matter how nicely I dressed, how much of a suit I wore, or whatever else, it didn't change the fact that people weren't necessarily going to do business with me. Now, maybe if I'd cut my hair, it would have been different, but the thing is that at a certain point, I had to ask myself, why am I trying so hard to fit into other people's expectations of how I should appear, when really what I should do is just be myself and stop trying so hard to appear the way other people think I should dress. And I'll be honest with you, I find business clothing for the most part to be uncomfortable. It's great for looking a certain way, but comfort-wise, yeah, maybe not so much. Now, some people, that's the way they want to dress, and it's comfortable for them, and that's great. But for me, I'm a t-shirts, jeans, business slacks person. I do like business slacks, and occasionally I like to wear vests and business shirts. But the point is that I like being comfortable, because when I'm comfortable, I'm able to do my best when it comes to the clients that I'm serving. So, you see this appearance shaming show up in business sometimes, where people say, "Well, you have to look a certain way, or I won't do business with you." And my question to them is, if you wouldn't do business with me if I don't look a certain way, what makes me think you'll do business with me even if I do look that way? Because it seems to me you're already looking for reasons not to do business with me. If you care that much about how I dress or what I look like, that in and of itself pretty much tells me everything I need to know, and it's that more than likely we're never going to be working together. I'm not saying that you need to go and just be sloppy or whatever. I mean, I do think it's important to show some pride in your appearance, but I also think at the same time you've got to be true to yourself. And for me, being true to myself means that um, I'm gonna show up the way that I want to. And if I show up with a vest and a dress shirt, that's my choice. But if I show up wearing a t-shirt and jeans, that's my choice too. And if people decide they're not going to do business with me because of that, that's okay. They're probably not going to do business with me anyway. All those years I went to chamber events and other places and I dressed up, I didn't necessarily get a ton of business. And what that really told me was that my appearance didn't matter all that much. It wasn't as significant a factor as people made it out to be. You know, the significant factor is, can you deliver on what you promise? And is what you promise actually something that people want? That's the question you have to be able to answer. If you can't answer that, it doesn't matter how well dressed you are or how nicely groomed or anything else. Now again, you know, if I go out to a networking event, I'll dress up a bit. I do care about my appearance to a certain degree, and when I do videos like this, sometimes I have my hair tied back. Today I deliberately don't have my hair tied back because I'm making a point. And really, if you're going to judge me because my hair's down, again, you're probably not someone I'm going to do business with. So look, folks, let me give you a little bit of advice. Don't shame people by their appearance. Don't tell them how their office or what have you should be. You know, if you're not going to do business with somebody, just be honest with yourself and admit that you probably wouldn't do business with them anyway. Because, like I said, I have never seen someone just get business on appearance alone. Appearance may help with that, or it may not. I don't think people care about appearance as much as we think. I mean, there's a lot of hype around appearance and everything else, but at a certain point, we just have to be authentic and be ourselves, and that means showing up the way that we are. And honestly, this is what you're going to get if you work with me. You're going to get a guy who's equally comfortable in t-shirts and jeans as he is in business suits, and really, at the end of the day, he just wants to help you grow your business. So, yeah. Feel free to leave a comment below, agree, disagree, whatever you want to put there, feel free. If you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, please do that. Click on the dragon. And otherwise, and if you're an eccentric entrepreneur, click on the link below to get the free ebook on how to market yourself, how to grow your business by being authentically weird and eccentric. Because it is really ultimately better to be yourself than to try and be what other people want you to be. Thanks and have a great day.